Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for taking the time to talk to us.
Tom, what's your name?
Allie.
Nice to meet you, Allie.
Nice to meet you too. So kind of actually to jump off her question, I was going to say, the same thing. It seems like you have a really eclectic, bunch of films coming at the same time, but in the same vein, you've gone from theater to movies, to big budget movies, indie movies, to now TV. So do you hope to also keep that variety up, getting to really sink yourself into the medium?
I don't make as much of a distinction between the media as the audience does, I think, because the acting, the job of the actor is the same. There possibly is a greater difference between theatre and filmed media, because theatre is live every night and film and television is not. But in terms of film and television, I think they're interchangeable. Some stories benefit from the extra breadth of time. So I think The Night Manager particularly has such subtlety and complexity that having a longer running time allows the audience to experience the nuance of the action, which honours the quality of the writing. And compressing The Night Manager into 2 hours would diminish it, I think, which may perhaps explain why it's taken 25 years to bring it to the screen. But yeah, I just hope to keep doing lots of different things, and I hope that people enjoy the difference and keep. I hope I can keep interesting people and surprising them, and that's the dream, really.
Well, great. Thank you for taking the time
Thanks
to
so
talk
much.
to me.
Thanks, Ali.
Have a good rest of your day.
Thanks.
One more Allie from those young folks.
Hi. Nice to meet you. So first, I just was interested on how you were drawn to the series in the first place, and like what brought you to the book.
I love the book. I read it when it came out, and I loved it then. And then I happened to see the very first version of the very first episode, and I was like, I need to do this. And I've always been a fan of John le Carré. And then the sort of notion of Hugh Laurie and Tom Hiddleston as the sort of playing this cat and mouse game, which Roper and Jonathan Pine does in the story, was just a really, really compelling, interesting package.
Yeah, and I read that Olivia Colman's character in the book is actually a male. And I was wondering what compelled you to change it to female, because I personally am always looking for more representation of both genders on screen, especially in things like spy films, when there usually only two new ones. So. Well,
that was part of it. It was part of it's been updated from, the novel was written in '93, and the series take place in the present time. And part of that updating made it very made it necessary to have some more female character, to slightly lose the sort of white heterosexual public school educated men, and which is like the traditional spy world. And it was and actually quite a lot of in the real spy world, quite a lot of them are women, and so it just made it quite natural to have that character be a woman. And then Olivia Colman were our absolute first choice. Yeah, she's wonderful.
So how is it going from shooting films all the time to shooting a mini series like this, which is very much a bigger chunk of time, but it's in a television series?
It's shot exactly like a 6-hour-long film, so it would be like scene 18 from episode 3 in the morning and scene 62 from episode 4 in the afternoon, or whatever, totally random. So it's just a very, very long film. So it's really about keeping the eye on the ball and not making mistakes, and not making logical mistakes. But I think it's been incredible having such a big format.
Yeah, great. And I was wondering if you had any advice or words of encouragement for any other female directors trying to break into the industry that is very obviously male-dominated.
You have to trust yourself. You have to not think that you need to become more male and that you need to be someone else than yourself. You really have to kind of trust your own talent, trust and stick with it.
Great.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you.